Welcome back, and with us live over the phone is our dear guest, Ambassador Mohamed Al Ashmawy, a member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning. Thank you for your calling.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to have you on the breakfast show, sir. So, how do you assess the importance of Egypt hosting such a summit at this very critical time in Sudan's time, also that highlights Egypt's pivotal role in Africa and the Middle East? So, your own assessment, sir.
My own assessment is that it's a matter of fact that what is going on in Sudan is very much connected to the national security of Egypt, and the national security of the Arab world, and the national security of Africa, and especially the neighbors of Sudan. Yes.
Right. There are completely negative repercussions of the ongoing conflict in Sudan, like you kindly pointed out to just a few moments ago, and also on the neighboring countries, on Sudan, on Egypt and everything. But the continuation of this situation inside Sudan, how could this negative repercussions escalate? What could it escalate to? And what are the dangers that are posed from the repercussions that might come out of the conflict inside Sudan between the warring parties?
I think it will take that matter to the neighboring countries also. They will suffer what is Sudan suffering now. If we leave Sudan to take part in, or if we leave Sudan as it is now, this matter will affecting very much the neighboring countries, and there will be too much problems for these countries, from the political point of view, from national security, for the refugees leaving Sudan and going to the neighboring countries. This is a big problem. So if we leave the matter to go on as it is now, it is very, very dangerous for the neighboring countries of Sudan.
Right. Egypt launched a fresh Sudan mediation attempt at the summit, and it's very obvious, and it had opened its doors to the neighboring 6 countries, and that opened its doors to the people who are willing to sort out this conflict, and also had opened the door for the negotiations to seek out a solution for the dam crisis also inside Ethiopia and all that. So how do you see the regional international coordination in light of the great role Egypt has been taken on its shoulder to host several crises and take responsibility of sorting it out?
Really, the neighboring countries who were in this conference in Egypt, it was, of course, including Ethiopia, which is very important for Egypt and for the national security of Egypt, for the problem of the dam over there in Ethiopia. So the Prime Minister of Ethiopia attending the conference here in Cairo, and his meeting with the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt is very, very important for the national security of Egypt and the security of Africa, and especially this part connecting Sudan, Ethiopia, and Egypt.
Right. His Excellency President El-Sisi asserted the rejection to any external intervention in Sudan's conflict.
Yes.
How dangerous is an intervention at this time where the situation is escalating inside Sudan from any external, forces to, or any external part to intervene inside the situation or the crisis inside Sudan, like several countries before?
If we leave those people who are trying to take part in the problems in Sudan, the outstanding countries or the countries who are trying to do something for this, and there's a problem over there, it is a political problem. It is a problem of Sudan itself. So those people who are trying to go to have a role on what is going on in Sudan, or for the foreign parties, it's very, very dangerous, because we are trying to restore the Sudan political life and Sudan stability, which is very important. It is a matter for Sudan itself. Those people who are trying to do something from outside the Sudan, it is very, very dangerous, and it will go on the problem, and we cannot put an end to it. So it is a matter of Sudan itself. We are trying to restore the political stability of Sudan and to put an end to the problems over there.
Ambassador Ashmawy, we have observed former experiences before about foreign intervention in several countries with crisis, and we haven't scored any successful experience before. How do you evaluate, how do you assess the foreign powers that offer intervention at time of crisis in countries? Do you think there is an honest will to sort out the situation, or it is always the same experience?
Well, there is too much experiences, and what's going on in Libya also is a big problem. So we have to put an end to the foreign the foreigners taking point out, or trying to put to do something in Libya or in Sudan. It's a big problem. That's why we are trying our best as neighbors of Sudan to put an end and to restore the political stability of Sudan. It's a matter of Sudan itself. It's a matter of national security for Egypt, national security for the neighboring countries around Sudan. So what was going on in other countries like Libya is a big problem, and we are trying to put an end to that, because it is the problem. There is a problem in Libya, there is a problem in Sudan, there are problems in Yemen, there are problems in some other countries, in the neighboring countries for Egypt. It is very, very, very dangerous for the national security of a country, Egypt. That's why we are doing our best to restore stability to Sudan and to the other countries.
How do you also read the steps taken to resolve the crisis inside Sudan and stop the bloodshed of the innocent civilians inside, and the displacement of the civilians, and also spare them the negative effects that they are exposed to?
The meeting of the neighboring countries in Cairo, it has a very important declaration, and they are asking the foreign ministers of the neighboring countries to stop, to meet. They will be meeting. There will be a meeting of the foreign ministers of countries in Chad. And this, they will start, they will, of course, discuss the matters over there in Sudan, how to restore stability in Sudan, and to put an end to the foreign countries trying to do something which is very dangerous for the national security of the neighboring countries of Sudan. And they will, the foreign minister's report will be sent to the next meeting of the presidents of the neighboring countries of Sudan.
Right. Right. So coordinating the work among internal and the external factions to stabilize the region and settling the crisis peacefully. Is it taking its course in the right way, or how do you evaluate it?
Of course, it's going on the right way. It's very important, and it will be also, as I told you about that at the beginning of the meeting.
Right. Hello? Hello? Ambassador Ashmawy? I guess that was Ambassador Mohamed Ashmawy. He is member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs, and we seem that we have lost him. And I'm not sure if we're going to be continuing with Ambassador Ashmawy, but I guess this would bring us to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. Many thanks to all of you. Until we see you again tomorrow morning. That's a goodbye.